good to actually play a game.
No question. It's amazing how, you feel like, okay, when is the next game coming? I think the schedule is great. I think it's good for the guy's body overall. I think the league is, at the end of the day, you're going to get a better product from all the rest and everything. So I like that, but
there's no rhythm.
You can't. It's hard to get a rhythm. Practice. Now we got to change that practice to a game. So it's a different feel. It's a different feel, and I think it's new throughout the NBA.
What did you see from Atlanta yesterday? You talked about them playing hard. They don't shoot a lot of threes. They're not offensively that hugely effective.
Well, they do a lot off their defense. They're number 4, I think, in 3 or 4 in steals. They create a lot of offense off their steals, and they're one of the top true shooting percentage teams from the corner, and they really do a good job of finding the corner threes. It's almost like an auto pass, sort of like what Washington used to do about 4 or 5 years ago. Just throw it to the corner and hope somebody's there to catch it and shoot it, and they're making them. So we got to do a good job protecting the corner, staying with Schroeder in transition, and when he goes into the midget situations, make sure we stay with him and cover the corners when he's coming out of there, because he's really looking to find the corner. So those situations offensively are challenges, but again, the number one thing they do, they play hard. They compete, and people come in and think, okay, they look at the record of the Atlanta Hawks and, okay, it's time to relax. No, this team has pride. They're playing hard. Bud has them competing, and creating an identity for a young rebuilding team.
We haven't had a chance to ask much about Kyle since it was official, besides Eric's great photo on all over the internet this morning. But, well timed it.
Well, I know it was, but at least my eyes were closed. It was genuine. I wasn't winking or anything like that. So, but no, I was so happy for. I was so happy for God. First of all, it shouldn't have gotten to that, because in our mind, in my mind, he's an all-star, and we know he is. But there's always that uncertainty for what coach is going to do. Sometimes they tell you they're going to vote for your guy, and they don't. But again, well deserved. He's huge to our organization, to our team, our leader, our spirit leader, whatever you want to call it. So it's well deserved for a guy. And again, he's led us to the 2nd position in the conference, and that's what I think all-star performances should be about, is winning.
Do you ever look at the other rest standings in the conference? When do you take a peek?
Well, again, you're human. You see it and everything. As far as you understand what's going on, and you should be. We're aware of it. But again, right now, tonight, we're worried about the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah. But you're looking and seeing what the teams above you, behind you, are doing. And our goal is to continue to maintain, to pursue whoever's in front of us, whether it's Boston, Cleveland, whoever it is, to make sure we pursue them and be in a position to walk through the door and to be at the top of the conference at the end of the day.
Dwane, in that regard, if you were to get to first and you're being chased, does that help you maintain an edge? And what would first overall mean should it happen?
Well, it means home court. I mean, that's the number one thing in the playoffs, and that's huge. Again, it gives you motivation to keep that edge, to hold on to it. Right now, our edge is to get there. We're not there yet. So, but once you get there, there's a different approach, a different rhythm, a different mindset by your players. And some teams have a hard time doing that because their players haven't been there before. Their coaches haven't been there before. So it's a different feel when you're in the catbird seat, so to speak, and teams are shooting after you and chasing after you. And, so that's the thing we've got to understand and start to be able to develop a mindset of, okay, teams are chasing us, and I can't relax. I've got to come out every night and perform, or somebody's going to take your spot.
When did you have an idea as an assistant coach that you were ready for the big chair?
Oh, I don't know if you ever know. You think you're ready. I know in Minnesota I thought I was ready, but I wasn't, probably. I know we were in the playoff hunt when I did get fired, sort of what Jason Kidd's in the situation there, the expectation. That's one thing, in coaching you have to do is manage expectations, of who you really are as a team. And at that time, everyone thought we should have been in the top 2 or 3 teams in the conference at that time, and we weren't. And we were in the 7th place or something like that. So, but again, I don't think if you ever feel like you're all the way ready to be a coach. Hell, I learn something new every day now as a head coach, and so as a coach, period. So again, you get in the situation, you go with your experiences in life. I was far more ready for Toronto than I was for Minnesota, just because going through a championship run, being with a championship team, being with a veteran team, you see things differently. So again, you learn as you go through this league.